The world often talks about technology in the same breath as Silicon Valley, Tokyo, or Seoul. But quietly, almost without the world noticing, something remarkable is happening thousands of miles away. A new technology revolution is unfolding in the heart of Southeast Asia, and it's happening in a place many never thought would lead it, the Philippines. Before we begin, comment below where you're watching from. Because this story isn't just about innovation, it's about people, Filipinos, proving that the future doesn't belong only to those with the biggest machines, but to those with the boldest minds. The spark nobody saw coming. For decades, the Philippines was known for its beaches, hospitality, and overseas workforce. But over the last few years, a quiet transformation has begun, one built on innovation, youth, and digital ambition. When the pandemic accelerated digital adoption across the globe, the Philippines didn't just keep up, it leaped forward. Businesses went online, students studied through apps, entire industries re-engineered themselves overnight. And out of that disruption came opportunity. By 2023, the country's digital economy was valued at over $20 billion, according to the Department of Trade and Industry. But what makes this remarkable is that it's still only the beginning. That number is expected to triple by 2028. The spark has been lit. And now, it's growing into a full-scale revolution. The digital backbone. Every revolution needs infrastructure, and this one started with connectivity. The Philippines once had one of the slowest internet speeds in Asia, but in just a few years, speeds have more than tripled, thanks to new undersea cables, 5G rollouts, and government-backed digital projects. The Department of Information and Communications Technology, DICT, launched the Broadband ng Masa program to connect rural communities, while private firms like PLDT, Globe, and Converge are laying thousands of kilometers of fiber optics. By 2026, the goal is clear: high-speed internet access for every province, a foundation for everything from education to e-commerce. This digital backbone is what allows innovation to move from Metro Manila to Mindanao, from classrooms to code rooms. The rise of the young innovators. The Philippines has one of the youngest populations in Asia. The median age is just 25 years old. That means millions of digital native Filipinos are growing up fluent in technology, creativity, and connectivity. Across universities and tech hubs, young innovators are launching startups in AI, Fintech, education technology, and digital health. In Manila's innovation clusters like QBO Innovation Hub and Launch Garage, thousands of founders are learning how to build global-ready businesses. Startups such as NextPay, Sprout Solutions, and Kumu are redefining how Filipinos pay, work, and connect. Venture capital from Singapore, Japan, and the United States is flowing in because investors have realized something. Filipinos aren't just users of technology, they're creators of it. The new BPO, from service to software. For years, the business process outsourcing, BPO industry, was the engine of the Philippine economy. But it's now evolving into something far more advanced. What began as voice-based support is transforming into knowledge-based outsourcing, handling analytics, artificial intelligence, and cybersecurity for global firms. According to the Information Technology and Business Process Association of the Philippines, IBPAP, the industry now employs more than 1.7 million Filipinos and contributes about $35 billion annually. And by 2028, those numbers are projected to rise by another 8 to 10%. Global companies are shifting high-value tech operations to the Philippines because of one simple truth. Filipino professionals bring both technical expertise and empathy, a combination that algorithms can't replace. Fintech, powering everyday life. Cash once ruled in the Philippines, but today, digital wallets have taken over. Apps like GCash and Maya have become part of everyday life, used by tens of millions of Filipinos for bills, banking, and shopping. Even street vendors and jeepney drivers now accept QR payments. In 2023, over 70% of adult Filipinos were using digital payments, up from less than 20% just a few years ago. This rapid fintech growth didn't just make transactions easier, it made inclusion possible. Through these apps, millions who once had no access to formal banking are now part of the digital economy. That's not just technology. That's empowerment. Tech meets tradition, AgriTech and HealthTech. The revolution isn't limited to cities. Across the countryside, technology is transforming traditional sectors like agriculture and healthcare. In AgriTech, platforms such as Mayani and Agrea are connecting farmers directly to markets, eliminating middlemen and boosting profits. Farmers now use weather forecasting apps and drone technology to monitor crops, things once unimaginable just a decade ago. In health tech, startups like ConsultMD and SiriusMD provide telemedicine services that reach remote communities, ensuring that healthcare is only a video call away. These are Filipino innovations, designed for Filipino realities. The role of government and global partnerships. The Philippine government is also playing a crucial role. Through programs like Innovate PH, Digital Cities 2025, and the Philippine Startup Development Program, the state is supporting tech hubs, incubators, and local digital entrepreneurs. Meanwhile, partnerships with nations such as Japan, South Korea, Singapore, and the US are bringing in expertise, training, and capital. Japan's JETRO program, for example, has helped connect Filipino startups with Japanese investors. South Korea's Keiweka initiative has funded digital skills training for rural youth. This collaboration, East meeting West, tradition meeting innovation, is building a bridge to the Philippines' future. The AI frontier, artificial intelligence, is no longer science fiction in the Philippines. It's already reshaping industries, from logistics and customer service to agriculture and energy. The Department of Science and Technology, DOST, launched the AI Research Center for Community Development, where Filipino scientists are building AI tools tailored to local needs, like crop prediction models, disaster response algorithms, and smart traffic systems for Metro Manila. Private companies are following suit. Local firms like Yondu, Accenture Philippines, and Point West have integrated AI into their workflows, helping global clients innovate faster. Experts say the AI sector could contribute $90 billion to the Philippine economy by 2030 if investments continue at this pace. Women leading the revolution. Another untold story of this revolution. Women. Filipina tech leaders are at the forefront of startups, digital governance, and innovation. Organizations such as Women Who Code Manila and Fem Innovate PH are empowering a new generation of female programmers, engineers, and founders. In fact, the Philippines ranks among the highest in Asia for women in leadership positions within the tech industry. That inclusivity isn't just progressive, it's powerful. Because when half the population innovates, the entire nation advances. Tech for a sustainable future. The next frontier for the Philippines isn't just digital, it's sustainable. Startups are now focusing on clean technology, renewable energy, and smart cities. Solar rooftops, electric vehicle charging networks, and AI-powered waste management systems are already in development. In Clark Freeport Zone, pilot projects for smart energy grids and autonomous public transport are underway. In Cebu, researchers are building low-cost water purification systems using local materials and nanotech filters. By 2030, these innovations could help the Philippines cut emissions by nearly 35% while creating thousands of green jobs. Education. Building the builders. The future belongs to those who can code it, and the Philippines is making sure its young people can. New programs like Coding for Kids, Tech for ED Centers, and DICT's Digital Jobs PH are training students and rural workers in coding, data analytics, and digital design. Universities such as Ateneo de Manila, UP Diliman, and Mapua now offer degree programs in AI, robotics, and cybersecurity. Even vocational schools are integrating digital skills training to prepare students for tech-driven industries. By 2026, the Philippines aims to produce more than 500,000 digitally skilled workers every year. This focus on education ensures that the revolution doesn't just happen to Filipinos, it happens through them. Challenges and the road ahead. Of course, every revolution faces obstacles. Internet access still needs improvement in remote areas. Some schools still lack equipment, and local startups need more funding to scale globally. But the difference now is momentum. The direction is forward. The Philippines isn't waiting for perfection. It's building progress. Step by step, city by city, line of code by line of code. The heart of innovation, behind all this technology, is something more powerful than any algorithm. The Filipino spirit. Every coder working late into the night. Every nurse using a telemedicine app to help a patient. Every teacher teaching digital literacy in a rural classroom. They're all part of something bigger. This revolution isn't about machines replacing people. It's about people using machines to uplift other people. That's what makes the Philippine technology story so unique. It's not just about innovation. It's about compassion, creativity, and community. Reflection. The world didn't expect the Philippines to become a technology leader, but maybe that's the point. The greatest revolutions rarely announce themselves. They begin quietly, in classrooms, in co-working spaces, in young dreamers who refuse to give up. And now that quiet movement has become unstoppable. By 2026 and beyond, the Philippines won't just be catching up. It'll be leading in ways no one saw coming. So the next time someone asks, where will the next big innovation come from? You'll know the answer. Because it's already happening. Right here, right now, in the Philippines.